What good intense practice look like today? Some good 5-on-5 work?
Yeah, now when we know we're going up against, it's all about preparing for Utica and preparing getting the stuff that we think we need to work on ready for next game.
They're obviously a strong defensive club. It seems to be how they got by Laval, who was the top offense in the conference. What do you see out of these guys, and what have you been told?
Yeah, obviously I haven't played against them this year, but just watching them play against us, I think they're a very tight group defensively, like you mentioned. Fast in transition. They seem to be working really hard, and see that's what's brought them success this year.
Also brought the Marlies a bit of success this year. What do you guys work on to counteract that kind of strong defense?
Just making sure we're making smart plays at the blue lines. Pretty much just it's playoff hockey now. We've all been watching the NHL playoffs now, and most games are either won in overtime or it's a close game. So we know every single play matters, and we just gotta nail down.
You guys got stronger defensively with the addition. You come back, and now Mac Hollowell is back in the lineup as well. How do you feel about that defensive core?
Hey, Macker being back is obviously great, but we can't forget the guys that have been here all year and how excellent they've been. Bringing us to the spot that we're in right now. So I can't give enough credit to those guys too.
Ryan, looked like an intense practice out there, especially the 5-on-5 drills. How did you find practice today?
It was a great day. I think we were just trying to, now that we know our opponent, just kind of dial in some small details and, dial in some systems. And I thought it was a good day, and, we got that going. So
you guys had a good week without knowing who you were going to play. And now jumping into this next week, did things become a little bit more determined, a little bit more focused?
Yeah, I think so. I think last week was just a matter of, kind of resetting after the end of the year and getting back to, what we do best, battling, playing with intensity, playing with passion, playing with having some fun. So I think we were just focusing on us last week, and then this week, it's kind of dial it in back into, focus a little bit on their tendencies, focus on a little bit of structure that they kind of key in on. So I think, all in all, though, over the 10 days, it's kind of the same mindset, just sharpen up the details and, get that intensity ready to be jump into playoff hockey.
This Comets team just held the #1 offense in the conference, Laval Rocket, to 1 goal over 2 games. How do you guys solve a strong defense?
I think it's just a matter of us sticking to our game. We get pucks in behind them. We play fast. We play faster than they can kind of set up their structure in the neutral zone. We try and beat them to speed, and we just hound them every shift. And like you said, their defense is good. So I think it's just a matter of constantly kind of breaking them down so that eventually it turns for us. And I think obviously they've had success, especially in that first round. So I think it's good for us to see that it's not going to be easy, and just kind of stick to that mindset, put the pedal to the metal, and just keep hounding them throughout this whole series.
You guys are also obviously one of the strongest defensive clubs over the course of the season as well. Where do you guys drive your success defensively? Mac Hollowell comes back in the lineup now. You've got Carl Dahlstrom. You got some experience going on there, but what is the key to you guys having success defensively?
I think the key for us is just defending together, always being in the right spots, kind of playing off each other, and playing with aggression, kind of through that aspect of we just surround them and we don't give them the time and space, even if they want to, bump to a second player, bump to the middle. It's, we're always hounding them. So I think that's just something we got to focus on and just keep smothering them.
Greg, some intensity, 5-on-5 drills out there. It looked like this team is dialed in and focused and ready. What did you find?
Yeah, I thought today was a really strong day for the group. We're just trying to create pace and momentum as we get closer to our first game, and I thought the guys did a really good day, did a really good job today at the drills that we threw in front of them.
Utica just holds Laval, top team offensively in the conference as far as goals for, to 1 goal over 2 games. What do you got to do to derive success against a strong defense like that?
Yeah, it's going to be a chess match. They don't give up a lot of opportunities. They drive the puck down the rink. They're not going to turn it over and just hand us transition. So it's going to be important that we break out really well, whether we're going back for pucks or breaking out of our D zone. and we stay above them. Again, they play with a lot of pace and transition, so that's what we're trying to recreate right now is the speed in which we transition our game from offense to defense to offense to hopefully play faster than them.
One of the things, I just talked to Carl Dahlstrom. I said, "Oh, nice to have Mac Hollowell back, skating with these guys." And one of the things he points out is you can't ignore the work that the defense have done all year. You look at some of those guys who have been in the lineup all year. An opportunity to, what can you say about what they've done and what they've achieved?
Yeah, there was a lot of injuries early in the season, and there's been a lot of players in our organization that have stepped up and played in big roles throughout the entire year to get us to this point. And we've talked about it a lot all year of these young rookie defensemen. And at one point, they proved to everybody in the league and to themselves that they were mature players that were not showing the youth that they are. And were helping us win hockey games. So we have some guys coming back that are healthy now. It's good to see them and have them reinserted back in the lineup. But you certainly, like you said, can't forget the work that a lot of other guys have done that may not see game one in the playoffs that have helped us to get to this point.
Ryan Chyzowski just pointed out that he thought the team's success on defense was attributed to the five-man unit. I wonder what your feelings are about that.
Well, certainly anytime you're coaching a team, you want them to work together in all aspects, offensively and defensively. And any team at this time of the season is going to be strong defensively. You have to be connected with all five guys, knowing the plan, executing the plan, and staying connected in all three zones. So it's something we've been talking a lot about and that we're focusing on for game one.
Nice to know the opponent now. Nice to know that you can game plan against a single opponent for a five-game series.
Yeah, it's good today. The table's set. We know who we're playing. We can just focus in on the one team. So in practice, we'll start being specific with some of the things that we want to do against them. But it certainly is nice. And you can tell the energy today might have been a little bit of that now that we know the direction we're moving in and who we're playing, the excitement for it.
Can you rely on the history at all? I mean, it seems like the first 5 games all took place before February, and the last one seemed to take place all in a bubble all its own. Can you rely on the year of video?
Yeah, you certainly can. There's tendencies throughout the year of how their team plays or how their individual players play. At the end of the day, it's the postseason, it's a new season, so we can't rely on what happened in the regular season or have the expectations of how things went there. We've got to be ready for game one, but we certainly need to look at that video and strategize with how we played against them.